Chapter 11 of the book Path to Enlightenment. Guided meditation on compassion and loving kindness. The Lord Buddha has instructed us to show compassion and goodwill to all beings so that they too are enlightened to this truth. For that we have to practice the meditation on compassion and loving kindness. You know now that there is no I, me and mine, but we have to live in the conventional world and use such language to be understood. However, you know now that is a false view. Therefore, even though we use conventional language of I, me and mine, you can do the meditation on compassion and loving kindness with this idea in mind. There is no such being in the world. It is all a false view. All beings are a product of the ever-changing pure primary elements that leave no remainder when they destruct. First, you may think, may I get rid of this false view of I, me and mine. May I abandon this long journey traversing in samsara. May the blessings of the noble triple gem protect me. May I realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Let us now meditate on the meditation on compassion and loving kindness. Now sit in comfortable posture with your body erected. Close your eyes gently. Don't think about anything outside. Keep in your mind that all the beings in entire world is in a falsehood. So we are now understood about the world by knowing that. Think like this. May I abandon the false view of self. May I abandon rebecoming. May I be protected by the blessings of noble triple gem. May I realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. May I abandon the false view of self. May I abandon re-becoming. May I be protected by the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May I realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. May I abandon the false view of self. May I abandon re-becoming. May I be protected by the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May I realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. May I abandon the false view of self. May I abandon re-becoming. May I be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. May I realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Similarly, now think about your parents. Now memorize your mother and father. They are also a product of ever-changing 8 pure primary elements. Clearly understand that, and they also not knowing that they were also in the falsehood. And now you may think like this: may my parents abandon the false view of self. May my parents abandon re-becoming. May my parents be protected by the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May my parents realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Similarly, think about your teachers from your childhood, whichever the teachers you may remember. Think much as possible. You have to think they also in falsehood of me, mine, I. Knowing thus, think thou, may my teachers abandon the false view of self. May my teachers abandon re-becoming. May my teachers be protected by the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May my teachers realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now you may think about the persons who are near and dear to you, You can think about the neighbors who are working with you. So think all the persons who are near and dear to you. Think them also. They're also having the false view of their selves. Now think, may they all abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now you may think, those who do not care about you, think all those who are not friendly with you. They were also a product of ever-changing 8 pure primary elements. They are also in a false view. Think about them. Remember them. Now think, may they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now you can think about your relatives in your home, husband, wife, children, brothers, sisters, cousins. Think about your parents in your village. Think about the parents, your relatives in your town. Think about your relatives in the country. Think about the relatives overseas, entire world, all the relatives. They were all showing the false view. So thinking, they were also creations of pure primary elements. Remember them. Pass this loving kindness to them. Now you may think, May they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now you can think about all the living beings in the north. Now you can move your mindfulness. Pay your attention to the north side of you and think all the beings from to your north side. May they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now, think about all the beings living east side of you. All the beings. Small, large, living in the land or living in the water. Whatever the beings, think about all the beings from your side to east. May they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now, make your attention to the south side. Think all who are living in the south, small, large insects, whatever the beings living in the south. Think about them. May they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now, make your attention to the all living beings in the west side. Think of all who are living in the west. Small, large, intermediate, living in the land or water. think far as possible. All the beings live in the west side. May they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now make your attention to the beings living above. Think all of the beings that are living in the sky and the heavens. All the gods in the heavens, Brahmins in the Brahmin realms. They were also in the false view. May they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now pay your attention to the living beings which are living below to you. Think of all the beings that are living in the earth, worms, insects, ants, ghosts and demons, whatever the hell beings are also. All the beings living below you. Think all these beings. May they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Now you can think about entire universe, whatever the beings, may they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Keep on thinking, entire beings in this universe, may they abandon the false view of self. May they abandon re-becoming. May they be protected by the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem. May they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Keep on thinking about the entire universe, whatever the beings you can remember, all the beings in universe, may they abandon the false view of self, may they abandon rebecoming, may they be protected by the blessings of Noble Triple Gem, may they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment, may they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment, may they realize the purity and wisdom of enlightenment. Keep on thinking whatever the beings are coming to your memory. You can spread your loving kindness and compassion to entire universe. Now make a determination. Let the concentration declines. Let the concentration declines. Now open your eyes slowly. Make sure that you can practice this meditation on compassion and loving kindness with this idea in mind. There is no being in the world. It is all a false view. All the beings are a product of the ever-changing 8 pure primary elements that leave no reminder when they destruct. Also, understanding the dangers and suffering of beings in samsara, one must feel the urgency of realization for all beings. It should not be just a mechanical recitation.